A lot of people have been giving me shit about trading my GFX and 2 lenses for the Leica SL for 5 lenses. Here's the deal. I found myself very restricted with what I could do with my GFX because of the lens options. With the Leica SL, I've already got 3 of my focal lengths that are my favorite, and I never had one favorite focal length with the actual GFX. So that's kind of an issue with me. And I think that I made the right decision because now I have 5 focal lengths that I can use: a 28, a 35, a 40, 90, and a 135. I mean, what can go wrong with that? My year was up with the GFX and I had a really good time with it. The image quality is superb. It's hard to beat. But the thing is it didn't make me feel like I wanted to go out and shoot like so many other cameras that I've had. It was so heavy, large, and you really had to be intentional about what you were doing with that camera, and it just had a specific place for it to be. With the Leica SL, I've shot with previously in the past, and I've had 2 other Leicas also, and I love their systems. They're so clean, they're sleek, they're easy to use, and they're just very intuitive, and it makes me want to go shoot, and that's something that I have to deal with personally. I have to compartmentalize my hobby and my business. With my business, I use things like the Sony a7 III, the X Pro 3, the X-T4, and those are my go-to cameras. But then I also had the GFX, and I would shoot a lot of stuff on the side for these reviews. Same thing's gonna happen with the SL. I'm gonna shoot it like a toy because that's what I need as a professional photographer, just to keep away from business. So this is what I take out whenever I want to go shoot for the most part. So that's why I really switched over to the Leica SL. The focus peaking is great, and it just seems like it works very well with the M glass compared to the Sony a7 III that I have, and I've used these lenses on there. So that's the reason I moved to the Leica SL. But let's talk about the lens at hand today, and it is the Light Lens 35mm f2, which is a replica of the Summicron 35mm f2 8 elements from 1957 by Leica. I've really had a lot of fun shooting with this lens for the past couple of weeks, and this is one of the draws for me to go to this actual camera, but there's so many variations of lenses that you can get, and the 35mm f2 by Light Lens Lab is something that I've always wanted to try, and I'm really glad I got a chance to do that. So one thing I dislike about this lens is that it does have this weird, I'm not sure if it's called focus shifting. Please let me know what it's called down below. But if I'm focused on something that's 4 feet away from me, and then for some reason in the corners, or in some of the corners, something closer than the subject is also in focus. And you can only tell that this is happening whenever you do a lens correction in Lightroom and try to fix your vignetting, that is natural vignetting. And that's the only time I really see it. But let me know what it's called, because that's something that does irritate me about this. If I was trying to use something as very professional looking, I could not get it at f2 with this lens. But as far as the separation and everything goes, it looks really good, and I like it a lot. This actual lens was made for film cameras, and I'm using it on a digital camera, so there is a lot of issues with that. Other than that, though, I like how it renders light. The characteristics from this lens are just mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like it. I love all of the lens flares and everything that I get with all of these 7 Artisans and TT Artisans and Minolta and all of these really cool lenses. But this one is something I've never seen before, because it doesn't give you just 1 lens flare or 2, it gives you up to 5 lens flares. And it's just something I've never seen before, and I really enjoy that about this lens. It just keeps me wanting to go out and shoot more. And that is what I think it's all about, is just actually doing what you want to do instead of what everybody else wants you to do. So when you get out, or if your camera's just sitting on your desk and it's like begging you to pick it up, that's what I look for in a camera. And that's how I know that I've made the right decision by going with this camera and this setup. I really am excited about the photo shoot that I have with the model today, because we've been planning this for a few weeks now, and it is a little bit gloomy, so I don't know if I'll get any lens flares or not, but it's going to be a really fun shoot. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys enjoy these images as well. Let me know what you think about the images below, because I have such a hard time telling what my images look like, because I pick apart everything that I do as an artist, and I think most people do. So hearing it from you makes a world of difference. If it looks like shit, let me know. If it looks good, let me know, because I want to know if I'm doing something right, if the lens is looking good, if I should change it up a bit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we're gonna jump right into this photo shoot. Peace. All right, so this is Lydia. Thank you so much for modeling today, by the way.
Of course.
And we're running around in this very pink dress that's huge. And yeah, I just really appreciate you coming to do this.
Yeah, and I appreciate you.
I guess I'll put your Instagram on there. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Make sure you follow her. Do it. All right, cool. I hope you enjoy this behind the scenes stuff.
Sarah behind the camera again.
Always.
Thank you for my shout out. You
Thanks,
forgot
man.
again.
Sorry. Thank you, Sarah.
Video.
Thank you.
Wifey.
Kind of popping you out a little bit. Tilt your chin into the right a little bit. There you go. Just like that. Lovely. Look at Sarah. See what she's doing. There she is. Perfect. Chin down this time. Now I want you to look at my fist here. Just like that. Don't move. Now let's drop both your hands down again. And I want you to lean into yourself like that. Perfect. Yep. Don't move from that. 1, 3, 1, 2. Let's breathe through your mouth just a little bit. Just like that. Yeah. That's great. Just great. Yes, there. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now look up again for me. Awesome. I'm going to try to stand on this probably.
Jeez.
Hands out. Right there. I'm leaning back. Did that ab workout. Good. Eyes here. Lovely. Alright, so let's get one hand across the rib cage. Just like that, and then kind of lean that way to your left. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. One move. 1, 2. And look over top of me again. And this part right here, do you push it down? There we go. Yeah.
So many layers.
Alright, 1, 2. I'm gonna try to get a lens flare here. Maybe. 1, 2. And I'll tell you when to go.
What do you want me to do?
I just want you to toss everything you got. Yeah, and we're just gonna do it. And remember, stay hinged, so you're gonna be towards me a little bit more. Alright, on 3. 1, 2. There you go. That's great. I'm gonna try that one more time. Come in a little bit closer to me. Alright, same thing. 1, 2, 3. That's good. And look up this time and close your eyes. Very nice. I'm gonna do that one more time. Lens flares are crazy right now. 1, 2.
Yeah, those are gonna be so cool.
I think so too. Alright, cool. Let's go through. I actually want to use these columns too, real fast. Right foot first would be awesome, and then have your dress like this. Or however your whatever feels natural to you. Alright? Let me get situated first. Ready? Alright, go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Kind of twist it up like you had it. Just like that, and then look out to your left. Just like that, and just relax for a second. Let me fix a few things. Trying to get some lens flares for people out there. Hold on 1 second. I want you to look over me. Just like that. And with your left hand, could you just like kind of fix your earring a bit, but keep the right hand across the body with the dress held? Lovely, don't move. 1, 2. Let's get the right shoulder up a bit, and then bring the hand back a little bit further. Right there, right there. There you go, yeah. On 3, 1, 2. Perfect, don't move from that. On 3, 1, 2. And this time I want you to look up towards the corner of the building. Like with your face also, turn everything. All right, look towards me this time. There you go. And with your right arm, kind of go up the wall, the other right. Yeah, just like that, and then grab the window. Now let's pull the hair onto your right shoulder. Very nice. All right. 1, 2. 1. Now I'm gonna come over top of you a bit.
Okay.
Actually, let's drop the right hand. Like that, and just kind of hold your hair with it, all right? And then keep looking out to the left a bit. Just there, underneath it. So with this lens, a few of the gripes are, I don't like the lens hood. This thing is really weird. It gets in the way of the actual aperture. So it's kind of like, it's just always there. And
For some reason, it does have sharpness in the corners, especially if you're in Lightroom trying to put a lens correction profile on it. It will definitely take away the vignette, but then you can really see how sharp it is for some reason in the corners, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. The lens flares are really good, but of course, whenever you get a lens flare, you lose all of your contrast. Although this is a nice contrasty lens, whenever you hit the sun or any kind of light source, contrast is gone. So that's not something that you can really bank on. And then whenever you're shooting wide open, it does have really good separation, but it's not as good as other lenses that I've seen. Overall though, it's a really good lens and it works very well. It feels really good, and I really like the click on it, so it stays at infinity. Whenever you throw it in your bag, you don't have to worry about it moving. And yeah, overall, really nice built lens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time.